In the very beginning, there was nothing. A vast, formless void, cloaked in an endless, silent darkness. The world as we know, it simply did not exist. Then, out of this profound emptiness, a magnificent presence emerged. God, a being of pure, brilliant light whose power radiated through the void, ready to bring forth a universe. With a single, powerful command, the first act of creation began. "Let there be light," God said. Instantly, a blinding, beautiful light pierced the darkness, flooding the void. It was pure. It was good. God then masterfully separated this new light from the lingering darkness. He named the light day and the darkness night. And so, the very first evening and morning marked the completion of the first day. The concept of time itself had just been born. On the second day, God turned his attention to the vast, swirling waters that covered everything. He spoke again, and a great expanse formed in the midst of the waters, a firmament that rose up to divide them. He called this expanse sky. It acted as a majestic canopy, separating the waters above from the waters below. This created the heavens, a beautiful blue dome that stretched out over the world, bringing a sense of order and structure to the young cosmos. The third day dawned, and God's creative work continued. The world was still a watery expanse, so God commanded, "Let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let dry ground appear." And it was so. The waters receded, obediently flowing together to form vast oceans and seas, while continents and islands emerged from the depths. God called the dry ground land and the gathered waters seas, and he saw that it was good. But the land was barren. So God spoke once more, "Let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it, according to their various kinds." Instantly, the earth burst forth with life. Lush green grass carpeted the plains, vibrant flowers of every color bloomed, and towering trees reached for the sky, their branches heavy with fruit. The world was no longer just rock and water. It was becoming a living, breathing paradise. As the fourth day began, God looked at the new world and saw a need for celestial timekeepers. He said, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years." He made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, and the lesser light to govern the night. The sun, a brilliant orb of fire, was placed in the sky to rule the day, casting its warm, life-giving rays upon the earth. The moon, a softer silver light, was set to govern the night. He also made the stars, scattering them like countless diamonds across the dark velvet of the night sky. These celestial bodies not only provided light, but also established the rhythm of the cosmos, the cycles of seasons, the counting of days, and the marking of years. The universe now had its grand clock. On the fifth day, the world was beautiful, but it was quiet. God decided to fill it with movement and sound. He looked upon the vast seas and commanded, "Let the water teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of Eski." At his word, the oceans came alive. Great whales began to move through the deep. Schools of shimmering fish darted through the waters, and countless other sea creatures, from the smallest to the largest, filled the aquatic realm. At the same time, the sky, once empty, was filled with the flutter of wings. Birds of every shape and color took flight, soaring on the winds, their songs echoing through the air for the first time. God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful, and increase in number, and fill the water in the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth." Life was now teeming in the waters and in the air, a vibrant testament to his creative power. The sixth day arrived, heralding the final and most magnificent phase of creation. God turned to the land he had made and said, "Let the land produce living creatures according to their kinds, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, and the wild animals, each according to its kind." And just as he had spoken, The land was filled with animals. Majestic lions, gentle deer, mighty elephants, and countless other creatures, both great and small, began to roam the plains, forests, and mountains. The earth was now brimming with a rich diversity of life. But God's masterpiece was yet to come. In the grand finale of his creative week, God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. This was not just another creature. This was humanity, crafted with special care, imbued with a spirit, a will, and a purpose. God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it." He had created stewards for his perfect world, beings capable of love, reason, and a relationship with their Creator. With the creation of humanity, the work was complete. By the seventh day, the universe was finished in all its vast array. God looked upon everything he had made, from the stars in the heavens to the smallest creature on the earth, and he saw that it was very good. It was perfect. And so, on the seventh day, he rested from all the work of creating that he had done. He blessed the seventh day and made it holy, a day of rest, a time to cease from labor and to contemplate the beauty and wonder of the creation. The universe was born, the story had begun, and a sacred rhythm of work and rest was established for all time. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the 7 days of creation. If this story inspires you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that explores the greatest stories ever told. We'll see you in the next video.